What's up, enthusiasts? Today we're talking about practice. Now, I realize it may sound a bit silly for something like Nerf, but if you play a lot of Sambo or HVZ games, it can make a difference. The big area I want to focus on here is practice with your gear, because if you've got your awesome loadout ready but you've never really practiced with it outside of a game, you might find some issues during the game that you didn't expect. This might make you wish you had set things up differently. So getting to know your loadout inside and out helps with that. And the same goes for your blaster. Knowledge of your gear is just so much more important than how many rounds per second or what FPS your blaster gets. So let's make a list you can go through to see how prepared you are for your next game. Point 1. Can you reach each spare clip without obstruction? This one is simple. If you can't quickly and easily access a clip to load it into your blaster, then that's extra time where you're vulnerable to tags. Point 2. Can you quickly grab your secondary while still having your primary secured? If you either have a technical issue you can't fix or are just out of darts and clips, then it's probably time for the trusty secondary. Placement and draw style is definitely something you want to test and try different options with. I personally like having my secondary on my leg so it feels out of the way, but is still quickly accessible when I move my primary to my left side. Practicing your transition once you decide on placement can save you seconds of fumbling around in a game. It might not seem like much, but those seconds are likely important because if you were shooting and ran out of darts or had a jam, then you likely have a target that's an imminent threat that you need to address. Point 3. Can you quickly move your spent clips to a secure place out of the way? It's one thing to be able to reload quickly, but if you aren't in a place where you can comfortably drop your spent clips on the ground, you need to be able to get them secure and out of the way quickly. I personally recommend keeping an extra clip in your hand until you have your new clip loaded before securing it in a dump pouch or open clip holder. This saves a significant amount of time over pulling out the spent clip and dropping it, then grabbing your new clip and loading it. Point 4. Can you quickly reload with as little movement of your blaster as possible? Reloading quickly is definitely important, but if you move your blaster significantly off target while reloading, then you've partially defeated the purpose of reloading quickly. So keeping your blaster on target while reloading allows you to not only get back to shooting quicker, but also keeps your eyes on your target, so if they make a move or something changes, you can see it rather than looking down at your blaster. I would recommend breaking this process down step by step and slowly speeding it up as you get more and more comfortable with the movements. If you just try to go as fast as you can right at the start, you might find yourself fumbling a lot or not being able to consistently reload at the speed you want. Practice this for each clip you have on you so that you can get used to the reload process from each different place. I would also recommend starting your reload before you run out of darts in your current clip. This allows you to have your reload clip in hand and ready the second you shoot your last dart. Point 5. Can you quickly clear a jam? This is an essential to practice because switching to a secondary will only get you so far. You'll eventually have to clear the jam, and the quicker you can do it, the quicker you can be back to full dart flinging power. For clearing jams, you can either try to replicate the most common jams you have, or just go from a ready position to pulling a dart out of your clip from the jam door and back to a ready position until you feel comfortable with it. These are just some of the things you can think about trying to get yourself ready for your next game. And once you feel comfortable and confident with these, try doing them while running or from a different position like crouching, because that will change the mechanics a bit, and you're likely to be in situations like that anyways. That's going to do it for this episode, but I want to know, do you have anything you practice to get ready for games? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.